Hello people, welcome to Relationship Mysteries. In today's video, I'm going to be talking on 8 types of prayers for your future husband to find you. 8 types of prayers you should be praying as a woman for your future husband to find you. The first on the list is what I call prayer for spiritual deliverance. What do I mean by this? A lot of women physically, there is nothing wrong with them. They are okay. When it comes to the issue of character, they have a sound character, and yet they are not married. A lot of women, sometimes in their 30s, in their 40s, some already in their late 20s, yet they are not married. Why? It's not because they are not good. It's not because they don't have good character. But it's because of what I call the first spiritual deliverance. Sometimes there are spirits that operate in people's family. So you are due to marry, you are up to the marital age. They will not want you to marry. Do you know what they want to do? They will now go to block access channels, bring up issues that will make your future husband not to locate you. So if you are a woman, you need to pray that God should deliver you and your future husband from anything that will hinder that man from locating you. That is what I say, prayers for spiritual deliverance. That whoever will be or is meant to be your future husband, whatever that will hinder him, whatever that will stop him from locating you, from finding you, that God should destroy those things. Anything that will limit him from seeing that you are meant to be his wife, that God should destroy that thing. Whatever evil manipulations around him that will stop him from locating you, that God should destroy those evil manipulations, even around you and around him. Because sometimes the man, he may not be having any form of evil manipulation, but the manipulations could be coming from your side. So that is why, as you are praying for your future husband to find you, also you should be praying that whatever that will stop the man from locating you, whether it's from the man's side or from your side, that God should destroy those things. The second prayer you should pray for your future husband to find is what I call prayer of positioning. Prayer of positioning means that God should position you in places where the right man should be able to find you. The man that is meant for you should be able to find you. You are not meant to marry every man. In life, you cannot marry every man you see. No, there is a man that is meant for you. So what the prayer of position does is that God will put you in places so that your life partner will be able to find you. What prayer of positioning do is that God should be able to position you in strategic locations and places where your intended future partner can be able to find you. Because some women are not married today. Why? Because in places where they are found, or places where they are, their future husbands are not in those places. That you are in a place does not mean that your future husband is there. There is always an invisible hand that direct people where they're supposed to be in life. There are people, if their future husband will be in point A tomorrow, a particular spirit or power will make sure that they will not go to that point A tomorrow. Instead, that spirit will see a way to navigate them to point B. Meanwhile, their future husband is supposed to find them in point A. That particular evil power will navigate them to point B. So that's why the prayer of positioning is important. Oh God, position me in strategic locations and places where my future husband will be able to find me. That is the second type of prayer you should be praying as a woman, so that you can always be found at the right places at the right time. Very important. Don't joke with this second type of prayer. The third type of prayer you should be praying is what I call prayer of sensitivity and recognition. It is not enough to pray that your future husband should find you. When the man comes, will you be able to recognize that this man is the man that is meant for you? Will you be sensitive enough to know that God is directing you to this man? Because there are men that are powerful in destiny, but when they are coming to you, they are still babies in the manger. But inside them, they are future emperors. They are not made already. But looking at that man, you are looking at a future richest man in the whole world. Looking at him, you are looking at a future king. Looking at him, you are looking at a future CEO, a future medical director of a reputable health institution. You are looking at that guy. But when that man is coming to you, he's not yet made. He doesn't look like it at that point. And do you know what some women will do? They will say, no, I don't want him. I beg. Me, I don't go suffer. Holy Ghost fire. Me, I don't go suffer. Me, this man, go out, go. No, I cannot marry him. But what they didn't know is that God has packaged the world champion in that form and brought to them, waiting for them to say yes, so that what is in that man can explode. So the prayer of sensitivity and recognition is important, very important, because if you are not sensitive enough, you may not be able to recognize your future partner when he comes. A lot of women have used bad character. A lot of ladies have used bad behavior to push away their future husband, to push away the man that God sent to them. Yet they are praying. But when the man appears, they will use bad behavior to chase the man away. So it is not enough to pray. You need to be sensitive. Not only being sensitive, you should be able to recognize it when it comes. So when you are praying, ask God, say, Lord, as I'm praying for my future husband to find me, Lord Jesus, help me equally to be sensitive in the spirit and to be able to recognize this man when he comes. Just like Abraham was able to recognize that these are angels when they came to him, when he was sitting under the tree of Mamre. He was able to locate that these three men that came are not just normal human beings. They are beings of extraordinary ability. And then what did Abraham do? He was so hospitable. He treated them well. And after he finished entertaining them, they were able to review things that God wanted to do in Sodom and Gomorrah. So as you are praying, you need to be sensitive. And you need to equally ask God to help you to recognize your true future partner when he comes. The fourth type of prayer you should be praying for is what I call prayer for value cultivation. Any man, any future man that will find you on the platform of value. There is nothing like a man should find me for finding me sake. The man will find you because of the value you have in life. So pray to God to help you to cultivate expensive values, values that are rare, values that other women don't have in life. Value that once that man comes in contact with you, he will say, oh my God, this woman is different. I always tell women, if you want to marry quick, always try to develop a rare value, a value that other women don't have, an uncommon value that men cannot finish with. Now, whenever any man comes in contact with you, he will not leave you. He will go home, he will be dreaming about you. If he go home, he will be dreaming, he will be thinking about you. Because the value he saw with you is not something that is common. It's not something you can see anywhere. So when you are praying for your future husband to find you, pray that God should help you to cultivate powerful, positive, valuable abilities that men cannot finish with. When Abigail met David, Abigail's husband Nabal, his name was Nabal. The man died. Do you know what happened? David was watching after the sheep of Nabal. When it was now time for sheep shearing, David sent his men to go and collect his own portion because he has been good, he has been kind, he has been watching and protecting Nabal's flock. But when David men got there, Nabal insulted David and his men. And David became angry. King David, he wanted to go and kill Nabal and the whole of his household. But do you know what a wise woman did? A woman of value. That is what I'm telling you. Rare value. She quickly hurried up to go and meet David. When she met David, she bowed down before David. And she started pleading with David not to waste his sword on Nabal. Do you know what happened? Bible said that later God killed Nabal. After God killed Nabal, but because of Abigail's valuable quality, oh God, David couldn't still forget Abigail. When Nabal died, David went back to go and marry Abigail. David went back to go and marry a widow. Why? Value. But David saw other women in Israel. But David knew that this ability, this value in Abigail is not something you can see anyhow, anywhere. And he hurried up to go and marry Abigail and made her a queen. So if you are praying to God, pray for value cultivation. Pray that God should help you to cultivate a value that other women don't have. That when men see, they can't finish with that value. They will always come after you because of that value. That when your future husband sees it, he will say, behold, this is my tabernacle in a woman. I will stay with her, I will marry her. The fifth type of prayer for your future husband to find you is the prayer on character development. Look here, without character, you cannot attract a man. Even if you attract a man, you cannot be able to keep that man in a relationship with you. It is one thing to capture a man's attention. It is another thing to keep the man in the relationship with you. So if you are a woman, part one of this whole thing is that you will be able to attract a man. Maybe your beauty, your physical beauty can be able to attract a man. But one thing again that will help you now to keep the man is your character. So prayer on character development is very important so that you will be able not only to attract the man, but also to keep the man. Because at the end of the day, what matters in relationship and marriage is character. Because it is not your beauty alone that you are going to use to live with a man. What will sustain that man and make sure that the man will keep on staying with you in that relationship of marriage is character. So that's why it's necessary that you pray to God that God should be able to help you to develop a very good character, a quality character that can help you to be able to live successfully with a man in marriage. The sixth type of prayer you should pray for your future husband to find you is the prayer for emotional stability and discipline. A lot of women are not emotionally disciplined. And for you to be able to look at this man is my husband, this man is my future husband, or this man is the type of man I think that both of us can make a good couple, you need emotional discipline. Because if you don't have emotional discipline, it will be difficult for you to know the right man. It is emotional discipline and stability that will help you to know that Mr. A is different from Mr. B. That the man that is coming to you now and the one that came to you before, that both of them are not alike. Because if you you are not emotionally disciplined, you can use emotional instability to drive your future husband away from you. So you need to pray that God should be able to give you emotional stability and discipline, so you don't flare up at any slightest provocation. Because there are a lot of women that God have sent their future husband to find them, but when the man came, they used their character, they used emotional instability and indiscipline to drive a man away from them. So it is not only praying that God should help you to find your future husband, but you should equally pray that God should be able to give you the strength so that you can have what I call emotional stability and discipline. So that when the man comes, even if you are not happy, you will be able to still control yourself emotionally, so that emotional euphoria or anything does not carry you into a wrong relationship and marriage. The seventh type of prayer you should pray for your future husband to find you is for you to pray that God should to help you to align mentally and emotionally with the man. Is very important. So if you want your future husband to find you, you should be able to pray to God that God should help you so that your future husband should be able to align with you mentally and emotionally. A lot of relationships and a lot of marriages are broken up today. Why? Because there is no spiritual and mental alignment. So that the man that will be coming for you in future to marry you, the man should be able to reason, the man should be able to think, and the man should be able to think and reason like you. You don't need to miss this prayer. Pray this prayer that God should be able to bring a man that has the same ideological pattern, the same belief system, the same mentality to be with you in that relationship or marriage. So spiritual and mental alignment is needed for you to be able to have a successful relationship. The eighth type of prayer you should pray is that you need to pray that the man that will be coming should equally be a man that will love God, a man that God's love and desire will be in his heart. Because if a man fear God, and if a man respect God, and if a man love God, the truth of the matter is that the man too will love you. Because as he's relating with God, God will equally direct him as well to love you. So there is no way a man will love God, and there is no way God's desire will be in the heart of a man that in return that the man will not love you. So you need to pray that God should send a man that loves him to you. Because if the man loves God, in return he's going to love you. And what it means, there are things that the man will not do to you in that marriage or relationship. For instance, if a man is genuinely in love with God, there is no way the man will maltreat you. There is no way the man will abuse you in that relationship. So if you are going to have a successful relationship with your future husband, you need to start praying from today that God should be able to send a man that loves him and a man that fears him to be with you in marriage or relationship. Because if a man loves God and if a man fears God, that means he's not going to cheat on you. He's going to be faithful to you in that marriage. So you need to pray to God to give you a man that loves him and a man that has the things of God in his heart for you as well. If you have watched this video to this point, please, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to like, I want you to share, and I want you to drop a comment in the comment section below to tell me relationship mysteries from today, my future husband. I will pray so that my future husband can be able to find me. And I want you to watch the next video that is coming up. What women need from men in relationships.